It's like business is easy when life is going well. Hey, Facebook. I'm not gonna lie. I have an A going through some shit, and every single day people go through stuff, and what I realized was, how do we with the speed at which information travels, how do we choose what we give energy to, what we don't give energy to? And so Kevin is an A in my life. In fact, we're headed down to Myrtle Beach, and the reason we chose Myrtle Beach is, well, one of the many reasons. Yet Kevin and I were messaging when we were talking about spring break, and so Sarah and I decided to go down to Myrtle Beach for spring break. And do you think there's any coincidence that we're headed down there next week with everything that's going on in Kevin and his wife's life and with Bax? And I don't think there's coincidences. When Sarah and I went through having Charlie go through open heart surgery, a lot of perspective. And in this, I put, do you focus on drama or do you focus on math? And I look in the last 24 hours, there's been so much life going on. And one of the questions that I asked myself last night when somebody sent me something, I said, if Charlie was in the hospital, I'm not sure if Charlie was in the hospital, how would I respond to this message? Reality was I probably wouldn't. So I think so many times what we do is we focus on drama when the reality is like we're in a whole lot less control than what we think. And so what I want us to do is, if you don't have life going on right now, I want you to go visit when you did have life going on. I visit on a regular basis the dark moments in my life, like when Charlie was going into surgery. Perspective, right? I look at how I've set up my world with having life insurance, with having disability insurance, with having multiple streams of income coming in, because I'm not that fucking, I don't have my head in the sand that life's not going to happen again to myself or my family, whether it's a kid having open heart surgery or a family member getting sick. And so guys, I want you to look at, what would your future self thank you for doing? Like right now, we have enough life insurance where, God forbid something happened to me, like my family's good. I couldn't afford cable TV when I bought life insurance. We have disability insurance in line where if all of a sudden life happened, we got hit up alongside the head, like we'd have to make some moves. We got enough equity in our home where we could go pay cash for, something smaller. We can move in with family. I would have different streams of income where if I stop showing up, now that money is going to be coming in. And guys, the reason I say this is, I was joking around that I'm going to have 90-day unfuck yourself coaching. And the whole reason is like business is easy when life is going well. So what are we doing to insulate ourselves when life inevitably happens so that we contend with it? I look at Kevin right now and I see the outreach of our community on how we can help. So do me a favor, be there for them, yet also fucking leave them alone. And here's what I mean by this. Sarah and I were talking, and there was times where we just wanted people to leave us alone. like when people show up, sometimes it's more energy than what we even have left, or even a hug from someone. Like we can't even handle hugging someone because we're on our last ounce of energy that we just can't expel. I mean, I remember asking people, don't hug me right now. I have nothing left. I have no tears left. And that might sound weird, yet here's what I'm going to ask of everybody. Everybody's there right now. 30 days from now, still be there. 60 days from now, still be there. 90 days from now, still be there. A year from now, still be there. Because you know what? This is a marathon. when I look at families that go through things like this with their children, like, get into marriage counseling, because you know what? You're going to handle it differently. And it doesn't just go away. Like, I'm so thankful that Sarah and I like fought to keep our relationship together, because you know what? It's a long battle. Like, it doesn't end. So here's what I'm going to ask that you guys do. Like, no, 30, 60, 90 days from now, send Kevin some referrals. Be a coaching client of his. Like, Kevin's one of the greatest fucking dudes I've ever met in my life. And that's why we're going to Myrtle Beach, because I wanted time on task with him. And this is where A's and B's come in. Like, when something happens to an A in your life, you get into action. Like, that should tell you whether or not someone's an A in your life. You get into action. When someone's a B, you do something. Yet a C or a D, there's no way that you can get into action when life happens for a C and D, because everywhere you look, there's life going on. Many of you guys are probably feeling a little bit helpless right now. I know right now for Kevin, there's nothing that I can do to make this go away. I can be a good dad and a good husband. Do me a favor. What is it that you're burying your head in the sand on? And if life's happening, you're going to kick yourself for it. Is it getting your taxes done? Is it doing the activities that you're just too, whatever insert your excuse is, fucking do it, will you? Like, when life is going on, like, there should be no reason why you're not doing what you need to be doing. Kevin, we love you, man. I know you're probably not watching this. No reason you should. Yet I know those of you that run with me know Kevin Hoover. Send him some prayers, send him some energy. There's going to be a GoFundMe page set up. If he's ever done anything to pour into you, give some money. I have a goal of raising $36,000 for him and his family. You know why? And my wife said, wow, $36,000. Do you know what $36,000 would have done for us when Charlie was in the hospital? It would have taken the financial burden off, and it would have made a huge difference. Huge difference. Do what you can do.